Hello, welcome back to the Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody who is tuned in nice and early for this Bayern Munich match preview. Apologies for the lateness from myself. It is my fault that we are late. I was on the football terrace on the top six show, so I do apologize for being late, guys. And to my panel, I apologize for being late. Listen, guys, make sure you're smashing the like button for me. Firstly, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, hitting that bell, hitting that notification bell so you're notified every time we go live on the channel or post any videos on here. Make sure to get that done for me, people, straight away on your way in. Now, I am joined by a brilliant panel today. I am joined by the main man, halftime hooks. Let me just quickly. Just because, listen, every time he's here, bro, we have to.
I'm getting.
We have to do it, bro. We have to do. No, we have to do it for him, bro. Because he's the guy, bro. That's his guy, bro. That's his guy. I am also joined by the main man, Tony, Claude, Gunner in the building as well. We are also joined by Mr. Dio himself in the building. Credits to him for that intro. If you need any animations, anything, go and get at him right away. Make sure to go at him, get at him on all his social media platforms. They will be in the description, so make sure to do that for me. Also joined by T. Now the T, we all know what it stands for. It stands for Turkish. Absolutely right there. And last but not least, I am joined by my Maghribi brother, the one and only, the Don, Ashraf in the building. Ash, big up.
Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Big up.
Meanwhile,
lads,
Sad, before you go on,
go ahead.
That same video you did a Harvard video. We have to do a Trossard video. So every time we introduce T as well, if you don't do it by the next show, there's gonna be.
I knew someone was gonna say that. Bro.
No.
Someone was gonna say that.
I'm serious. You know why? As much as I support Harvard, I know how good. I'm just like, you cannot be doing for one and not do for all. We are one Arsenal. That's all I'm going to say.
One Arsenal.
Can't do for one and not for all. So you have an assignment now. When you're free, download all the trusted, because it's true. So every time you introduce our guys, we introduce our players. Thank you very much.
A picture.
You know
is
what?
enough.
I can't lie.
Enough.
I can't lie. Listen. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one, and I'm gonna have it here. I'm gonna have it here ready for the next game that we do, or the next video that we do. Don't worry. I'm gonna find one, and I'm gonna get it for T. Don't worry, man. I got it. But listen, I might even get one for Ash. You know what I mean? A little Ter Stegen one, just to put it in there, bro. Just a little Ter Stegen compilation, bro. Ash, bro. Saves and that, bro. Yeah, we have.
As much as I want him, and I'll still don't get me a compilation of a goalkeeper as my highlight, bro. Like, come on, make it Alexis Sanchez or Ozil. Come on.
Hey, listen, we might have. Nah. Hold on. We might have to do Ash with this one, bro. We might have to get him a Bukayo Saka one for him putting Bukayo Saka in the all-time 11, bro, up against Hassam in the verses, bro. We might have to do that, bro. We might have to do that.
Listen, I rep Saka good, bro.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But listen, lads, how are you guys doing today, man? How are you guys doing today? The eve before the Bayern Munich game at the Emirates, at the carpet. How are we feeling today, man?
A bit nervous, man. Not gonna lie. It's a difficult game.
Is there nerves?
Slightly, man. Yeah, slightly. Although their form, like, honestly, like I said a couple of weeks ago, if you guys remember that, like this Bayern Munich, they're only losing in the league because of Leverkusen, which is still true. But their form this season has been absolute crap, though, like last 2-3 games, especially to Heidenheim, honestly. Like, so I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a bit nerve-wracking.
Brother, see, I think 3 weeks ago, me and you had a run in together, right on this show. Yeah. you claimed, that Bayern Munich, were just losing because of Bayer Leverkusen. That ADM loss, was it due to Bayer Leverkusen? See, let's call a spade a spade. This Bayern team isn't what people are propping it to be. Yeah, they're not killers. They don't have enough assassins down there. Yeah, they have, good players attack, but what about their midfield? Lots of inconsistencies from Goretzka this season. How about Liamar? It's not really looking good this season. Total dog crap this season. The defense, totally shit. Why would you want to fear this Bayern team? I don't really see what they're bringing in. Two back-to-back losses, man. That's enough. That's enough to tell us that this team is weak. That's enough to tell us that Arsenal can have a go. That's enough to tell us that there are clear deficiencies in this team, and we can actually exploit it, mostly when we are at the Emirates. That's all I could say.
I will say so. Two things on that. The reason I said they were not winning the league is because of Leverkusen. That still stands true, because even though they lost to Heidenheim, even though they lost to Dortmund for the first time in God knows how long, if you take away Leverkusen from the equation, they would still be top. That's the crazy part. Despite the fact that they're so bad this season, they're still top of the league outside Leverkusen. So Leverkusen is the anomaly. They are breaking records this season with their form. Secondly, I mean, we were absolutely... Look, I'm obviously backing my team, and we'll come to the main discussion later.
Yeah.
We have to understand that we need to separate Champions League and Premier League or league form, because we didn't show that form when we played Porto. Yes, we qualified. That's all that matters. I don't care if we park the bus and end up winning every game 1-0 in the Champions League. Actually, not even in the Premier League anymore, because I think we'll win it if we do that. But we have to be able to separate both. It's not the same. It's not the same. And Bayern Munich can be different. And Saad mentioned this last time, that the fact that they only have the Champions League to play for right now, I think that makes them more dangerous, in my opinion, than that it makes them weaker.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Listen, for me, looking at this, okay, my mic wants to start doing this today. Listen, for me, looking at this team right now, listen, they have the experience. They have the experience in the competition. I don't think we should just sit here and be like, oh, it's gonna be easy. We're just gonna, we're gonna just go over Bayern Munich like they're nothing. Nah, listen, they have the experience. They have the guys that have been in this competition,
Bro, they have
year
the
in, year out.
in the Bundesliga, man. Can we stop doing this?
Yes, but it's very different. What happens in the
understand
Bundesliga
this.
is completely different. What happens in the Bundesliga is completely different. Listen, I'll tell you right now, this is the and big up Hassan, by the way, for saying Arsenal 3, Bayern 1.
Big up Hassan, man.
Remember
Big up
this.
to you, man.
Big up
Real one.
Hassan. Hassan's been saying this already, bro. He tried to call me out live on Ahwa for saying that it could be a tricky game. So he's a fraud, but big up to Hassan anyway. Go and subscribe to This Is Football, innit? All I'm gonna say is this is the only competition that they can really win a trophy in now. If you think they're not gonna go all out in this competition, bro, I don't know what you think is gonna happen, bro. They are gonna go all out for this competition. Like, I'm talking throwing the kitchen sink at it. Yeah. So I'm not gonna sit here and just breathe through Bayern Munich and act like it's gonna be an easy game. If we do go tomorrow and we win by like a 3-1 margin, like Hassam says, then fair enough. This team has proved that it can overcome teams in the Champions League as well. But until we get over that hurdle, I'm not just gonna sit here and say that.
The narrative is dead. You know why the narrative is dead? Yeah, because when
Why
we
is the
smoke,
narrative dead?
at the Emirates, and then when we get a draw or win at their ground, and we go into the next round against Real Madrid, we're going to be running the exact same pom-pom narrative. It's Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Bayern gave up. Bayern gave up. They weren't as good as they used to be. We can't use that as a barometer. Real Madrid, big Real Madrid. Man, stop being pom-poms, man. If we cannot sit here and say that we are going to dominate this Bayern team at our home ground with the form that they're in, the way that they're performing, do not be fooled, Bayern not winning the Bundesliga is the biggest disgrace to them. Their board, their fans, they have none of it at all. of it. All the games.
But I think you saying that is discrediting Leverkusen because
Shame.
Leverkusen are doing really well this season.
No. Because Leverkusen, great for what they did, amazing. They're working wonders, yeah. But do not be fooled, yeah. It is an absolute disgrace the amount of games that Bayern have lost and the teams that they have lost to in their league.
Oh,
And if that was Arsenal, yeah, regardless of how bad, yeah, we was doing or how good we're doing in the league, it seems that whatever team we go to that is at a certain level, let's all get in our shells. Let's not say that we can dominate this game, because we don't want to get trolled afterwards. Have some heart, man. Have some chest, man. This Bayern team is disgraceful. This Bayern
shocking.
has Dyer in centre back. Dyer. What we could go up against Dyer and De Ligt at centre back. Yo, that is zero pace, zero speed, just wardrobes flying about the place. But we gotta sit here and pretend, when they have no fans at our ground, they've come off the back of 2 losses, maybe we'll get the 1-0 win. And that's not even certain because it's Big Bayern. They got experience in the Champions League. Who gives a flying F, man? It's knockout football. It's knockout football. Anything can happen on the day. We can
Exactly, and that's why you cannot look at their league form and look at how they can play in a knockout stage, especially with Tuchel as a coach.
Nah, man. I'm sorry, man. I was sitting here, yeah, and I was being quiet, and I was hoping, yeah, that we wasn't gonna go into the same thing that we always go into, where everyone's shook, everyone's got minus chest, everyone's been deflated. But here we are again.
Hooks, I think you're confusing the two. No, I think you guys are confusing the two. T, I'm not gonna speak on your behalf, T. So I'm just gonna say because I think maybe you're on the same boat as I am, T. I think we should go beat them, right? And I think we should go and dominate. We should go have a very good game. We should go and win. We should go and qualify. That's different from saying that it is going to be a difficult game. And just for you guys, because I've done the same exercise with like City and Liverpool fans when they've done this shit before, because it's very easy for us to speak a lot of crap when we don't actually watch other leagues or say shit, right? Like if you look at their 2019-2020 season when they won the league, right? Because you're talking about they lost to Heidenheim. Who is Heidenheim? They lost to this. They lost to Hoffenheim in the season time at home. They got smashed in the Bundesliga 5-1 to Frankfurt, right? They lost to a shit Leverkusen team, and they lost hope. No. I'm talking.
We know who Hoffenheim
What do you mean?
We know who Frankfurt are. We know
they lost 5-1 to Frankfurt. They lost 5-1 to Frankfurt.
What the hell is a Heidenheim? Wait,
what do you mean? It's a club in Germany.
I swear Frankfurt won in Europe on the other season.
That season? No, that was last season, not 4 seasons ago.
Only the other season they won in Europe.
Correct, but that season they were crap. That season they were crap, though.
Okay.
Can I add one thing to this conversation? Can I add one small thing to this conversation?
Yeah, go ahead, T. I want to get some different people speaking quick just to get their opinions on it. Go on.
We first of all, big up everyone on the panel and in the chat. Smash the likes. Do not forget to subscribe as well. Welcome to the new faces.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. For me, the only thing I'm going to say about this conversation is I'm having a little bit of a deja vu, if you will, because we had the exact same conversation with the Porto game. Oh, they're third. They're not going to be champions. Sporting is smashing Portugal. Oh, it's only a Portuguese team. We need to smash them. It's only Porto, one of the weaker sides. And we ended up going to penalties at the end. You know what I'm saying? When that was supposed to be a smashing, quote unquote, as well. So that's why I'm just looking at it from a perspective and from the glasses of this is the first Champions League campaign of this young team that we have at this moment in time, apart from Jorginho and Havertz. Yes, they can share knowledge, but they cannot share the experience itself. I can share you how good a roller coaster was, but you only feel the adrenaline when you step into the roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? It's different than me telling you, than you experiencing it. And for me, this is the exact same thing. Because at the end of the day, Bayern München is one of the teams that won this specific trophy the most. One of the teams that won it the most, together with Liverpool, together with Real Madrid. So for me, you have to be. They have the know-how. First of all, they still have those same players that won it at this same club. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying, for me personally, you can set up a team like Bayern München way better for the Champions League if you do not fight for a league as well, because they gave up. They given up on the league. That was like Bundesliga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like you said, Hooks. They lost to who again? What was that team's name again? Heidenheim. Heidenheim, yes. At that moment in time, they already threw in the towel, bro. They were already like 13 points behind Leverkusen. You know what I'm saying? It was already a lost cause.
But
So
it
I'm
was
not
two-
looking at.
Look at the full context. They was 2-0 up and they lost.
Yeah, sure, fair,
Oh,
but you will
that's
not
not-
give the same at the end.
That's not
Okay,
giving up.
but I'm just saying Bayern München can score 2 goals with low input and at the end get 2 goals. I mean, concede 3 goals as well if they have the same amount of intensity as what they had at the 2-0 when they scored that as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference because maybe they scored the 2-0 when they were at low tempo as well, bro. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Did you watch the game? I didn't personally. I'm just looking at it from a logical perspective of Tuchel, even though I think he's a fraud. Okay, don't get me wrong. Tuchel is a fraud. He is still a cup manager. He still has a lot of experience in this specific competition as well. And they've given up on the league. So they have nothing to lose apart from this Champions League, bro. So they will go guns blazing for this specific competition. And that's why we need to be, in my opinion, we need to be even extra careful with them.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
Because they have nothing else to lose apart from this specific thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
I'm sorry, please, sir. I'm sorry. I want to counter
go
what
ahead,
he
brother.
said.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
please. Please, I want to understand why this. Everyone here is saying they have something to lose. They will go all out for this competition. What this, what not? How about Arsenal? We've totally forgotten that we don't have any FA Cups to show for this season. We don't have any Carabao Cup to show or brandish this season. Why do you guys think that these guys have nothing to lose and Arsenal have nothing to lose? If Mikel Arteta doesn't get this title this season and doesn't get this Champions League this season, there will be question mark all around him. There'll be question marks about how much he spends in this football club. Wait, Dio, let me finish. Let me finish, please, before you attack me. Yeah. So we have something to lose also. If this guy doesn't get a trophy and get us over the line this season, there'll be questions. The fan base will revolt. At least some part of the fan base will revolt. So he needs this. Guys, right now as we speak, we don't even know if Liverpool is gonna gazump that league because we have harder games in that 7-game stretch. More harder games. Let's hope we win them. But it's still dicey. The Champions League is another way and another route that we could say, okay, if we go all out, we could actually win that competition. Why don't you think it's one of our last chances to win a trophy this season?
Okay,
Why?
so let me just chip in. Nobody's saying we can't win the Champions League, and I don't know why people cannot just agree to disagree on certain things. What we are saying, Bayern is not an easy team to beat. Simple. We're not saying Arsenal is not good enough. Nobody's saying Arsenal is not good enough. Two things can be true. Arsenal can be the best team defensively in Europe right now and the highest scoring team in the league right now. Arsenal can be the team in form right now, and Bayern can also be a team that is hard to beat. Those two things can be true at the same time. Nobody is putting Arsenal down because we're saying Bayern is hard to beat. You need to remember your league form does not translate necessarily in the Champions League, which is why teams that are like 6th position sometimes win the Champions League. Teams that are 3rd, 4th go on to win the Champions League. They might be crap in their league, but they come into a knockout tournament and they do well. So what we're saying is, yes, if you're looking at their league form, you can say these guys are bad right now. We should be able to beat them. But let's compare their league form right now to their league form last year. They have the same amount of points that they had last season, which means that Leverkusen is doing something amazing this season to surpass them, because if Leverkusen was not there, they have the same exact amount of points. In the German Bundesliga, they don't look at points lost, they look at games lost. That's how they rate their teams. In the Bundesliga, they go, our team lost 6 games this season. Most German fans, that's how they look at it. So you have to understand that the Bayern fans are like, Bayern is crap this season because Bayern has lost a lot of games, not because Bayern is not on par with the points that they've been making year in, year out. At this stage, year in, year out, Bayern is around the 60-something point mark every year. Usually they finish with 72, 73, 77. That's what Bayern wins with. So when we're talking about Bayern being difficult, we're not saying Arsenal cannot beat them. We're not saying Arsenal is not good. We're not saying that Mikel Arteta does not have the tactics. We're not saying that we don't stand a chance to be able to go and win the Champions League because it's a knockout tournament. And realistically, for me, the Champions League, anybody can win it if your luck shines and you do the right thing, right? But we cannot underestimate a team that has won it multiple times with a coach who has won it in recent times. Who knows that regardless of what it is, this is Mikel Arteta's first time in the Champions League. First, let me explain something to you. First time in the Champions League, he has gotten to the quarterfinal. Very few managers have had their first time in the Champions League and gone on to go to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and win it. Very few in the history of the Champions League. So when we talk about it, saying that Bayern is hard to beat, it doesn't put down the quality of Arsenal in any way. Nobody's saying Arsenal should be afraid. There's a big difference between respecting and afraid. I respect Bayern because I know they know how to play the game of Champions League tournament, but I don't fear them. That's the difference. So when we talk about it, let's talk about it based on the fact that we know what our boys can do and we know what Bayern can do. They may be playing badly, but your form in the league is not the Champions League. Those two things.
And Dio, to back you up, like we can look at recent examples or even far away examples. Like a recent example, Liverpool won the league in 2019, didn't they, right? Or 2019. The next season, they went up against an experienced team in Atletico Madrid and got knocked out, even though they were favorites to win the league and the Champions League, right? If we look at our own team, how many of you guys remember I don't know if you guys will all remember the 2007-2008 season when we lost Henry. We had a very young team. It was like Haleb, Fabregas, Rosicky, and Flamini in our midfield. That season was incredible. We lost less games than United in the league, who went on to win the Premier League and the Champions League as well that season. We only lost to Middlesbrough, Chelsea, and United, and all were 2-1. We were playing incredible football, and we still got knocked out to a Liverpool team that was worse than us. When we came up against them, we were supposed to knock them out because we were the better team in the league that season. We were the better league and team in form, and we still got knocked out by a team that has experience and reached the finals the year before. So it's very easy for us to be like, we're a better team. Look at us, we're flying. But we're not coming up against like a random. We're not coming up against Dortmund. No offense. We're coming up against a team that has done this before, and they have 5 or 6 players in their starting 11 that have won the Champions League just 3-4 years ago. So it's not like they're dead people who are 35 plus.
I came in a little late. Sorry.
I was disrespected this Bayern Munich team. Me and Hooks haven't disrespected this Bayern Munich team.
No, nobody's saying.
We've only said that Arsenal can have a go. That's all we've said.
Let me just. I want to go to Nemi. Big up Nemi. First time on the channel. Debutant in this thing, man. Big up to you, my broski.
Big up.
Listen.
Big up Nemi.
Everybody asks, man, how comes
the Gunnar Niger team is growing?
Listen,
the Gunnar Niger team is growing.
Listen. All I'm saying is that we're growing, bro. The football corner is growing, bro. We got Thomas Partey here, live and direct, bro, before the game tomorrow. You know what I mean? He's gonna give us
that's a good one.
Insight into the team.
That's a good one.
That's actually quite offensive, you know. It's actually quite offensive because Thomas Partey is Ghanaian.
It's okay.
We know. Hooks. He's talking about the resemblance, not the nationality. He's talking about the resemblance.
Don't worry, me. I got your back, bro.
For this Hooks guy,
you and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like, that's the donkey. You're a donkey.
So you couldn't even let me give him a fire intro.
Sad, hold on, Sad. Let me Hooks, so that you know, like, of course, Ghana, Nigeria, West Africa of modern days is different countries, but that was called the coast of Guinea. Everybody in the West African region, all of us are literally from one source. So
I know.
Yeah, so I know. Okay, good. Say good. So he's also
Hooks tried to put Sad in trouble by basically saying,
he's such a fraud.
He tried to put Sad in trouble by basically saying, oh, so you're saying Nemi is Ghanaian because he's black? Are all blacks the same to you? Like,
why the allegations? Why the allegations?
I never said
I would say I took absolutely no offense. The Ghanaians, I love them. African brothers, we're all one. I have zero qualms if anybody calls me Ghanaian. It's all good.
My mother mother is Ghanaian, by the way, so I'm half Ghanaian, half Nigerian.
Yeah, Nemi,
There you
you
are.
say that until they say their jollof rice is better than yours.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
Hey.
laugh because I know it's not true. You know,
I
just
agree with
laugh
you.
'cause I know it's not true.
But you know what? You
I
guys,
agree with you.
Nah, but Nemi, listen. I want to get your thoughts on this game. I want to get your thoughts coming up to Bayern Munich. And obviously, listen, we're playing them tomorrow. It's a massive game, massive opportunity for us to put a stamp our foot down and say, listen, we're taking this tournament seriously. We want to win it. What are your thoughts on Bayern leading up to this game?
Okay, I was trying to follow this conversation, and I feel like there's a group who are saying that this should be easy for us, considering where we are and how what we're doing. And there's some group who I feel like are more realistic and more pragmatic because they understand the nature of this game and where we are as a club team and where Bayern are with their rich history. I think that was the divide. Am I correct? Can someone just give me a thumbs up?
No,
Did I get it right?
no, it's wrong.
Mhm.
It's wrong. Someone is
no.
imposing something else on us.
Yeah, no.
We have not disrespected this Bayern team.
Let me
We're
clarify.
just saying that we can have a go. So you
Okay,
get
so
the
my point-
correct statement.
No.
We
I'm
can
not
have a
even-
go. That's all we've said. We
I'm
can
not
have
I
a
even
came
go.
saying
late. I came late. That's why I didn't understand. But I
I'm
get
not
you
even-
guys. now.
I'm not even saying
Okay.
that. I don't even care about the game. My beef is not with the game. My beef is with the lack of heart and chest in Arsenal fans' hearts. Like whether we actually go on to win the game or not is a different story because we're in the knockout rounds. It's a game of football.
Yeah.
My problem is the fact that instead of coming out and speaking with chest and trying to put positive energies out there into the air and trying to get behind the team properly, we're doing this half-hearted thing because
But
we're
there's-
thinking
Hooks, who
Bayern-
hasn't done that?
Look, there's something.
No, bro,
Look,
there's a
something
difference
called
between
toxic
positive energy.
positivity.
Let me speak. I didn't interrupt none of you guys. I kept quiet.
Oh,
I mean, like, quiet. I let you man speak. Yeah, I held it. You man were all assuming something that I said that I didn't say, and I held it. Yeah, let me speak. Yeah, let me speak. Yeah. So, look, we're at a point we haven't been at for a while. My problem is Arsenal fans, instead of getting into the vibe, getting into the motions, putting their chest on the line, putting their heart out there, wearing their heart on their sleeve. Instead, we're doing this. Hide behind the dark corner, and if we get the win, then I'm gonna jump.
Shall I?
No, man.
Hooks.
All of it.
Hooks. Shall I tell
I
you
agree.
why? Shall I tell you why?
Dead
Shall I
all
tell
of
you
it.
why?
All of it.
Because mid 2010s, yeah, my dumbass, my bozo ass, my bozo ass was sitting in fucking Emirates Stadium, while these guys were pamming us 5-1, bro. I'm sitting there, I'm like,
and
bro,
go and look at the
what's
team.
going on to my team? And the
Go and look
previous
at the
week
team.
before, I watched
look at
them
the team.
decimate the team, bro. Decimate the team, bro. Leave them.
Go and
leave
look
them
at
for
the
dead.
team.
Now I can fully understand that this is a
Look
different
at the
team.
lineup, bro.
No, but that's perfectly fine. I can understand.
Different,
But
bro.
let's not forget that in the Porto game at home,
Yeah.
are we just gonna go
Exactly.
over?
Can we
Are
stop
we just gonna
doing
go
this?
over?
No,
Hold on. In
can we
the
stop
Porto
doing this?
game,
Can we
in
stop
the
doing
Porto,
Bayern is not gonna play like Porto.
hold on,
Bayern is not
Hooks,
gonna play like Porto.
Hooks. No,
We
Hooks,
look
hold on.
tactically.
It's
Can we not do
fine.
this?
It's fine. Hold
No,
on.
it's not
It's
fine
fine.
because we're throwing out.
No,
these
can I speak?
poor
Can I speak?
examples.
Hooks, can I speak? Because I just want to
Let's do
say
the
what I
flow
want
chart.
to say.
Let's go. Do the flow
What I
chart.
want to say is that let's not forget in the Porto game, that Saliba was a mess that game. Yeah, the nerves got to him. Yeah, so this just shows that this just shows that this team is not untouchable, bro. This team is still a young team. They're still young players. These are very big moments, bro. The quarterfinals of the Champions League, it's a big moment. I'm not saying that
and why was he
shit
nervous,
because
Sat?
he was panicking. I'm just saying that these players can have the moments where they're like, oh, you know what? This stage is a bit too big. I need to watch every single move that I make. I need to watch every single pass that I make. I'm gonna hesitate. Like, bro, it can happen, bro. I'm not trying to say lack of chest, but bro, I'm being realistic.
Sad.
It's
All
not
right,
gonna
let
be
me
a walk in the
Let me
park.
answer the question you asked me now. I know I brought this up just to clarify. Now let me
Yeah,
answer the
fine.
question. How I feel, right? To my brother up top, I forgot your name, bro. I feel I put out a video after the game this weekend talking about how I've never seen. I'm 30 years old, right? I grew up in Nigeria, started watching Arsenal right after the Invincible season, right after.
Yeah.
So I've never really felt any type of joy or chest that I actually lived. I only relived it in highlights when it comes to the Invincibles, right? Because of the
Yeah.
situation when I was growing up. To be pragmatic, I've never seen anything like this before. I highlighted a few points. Ben White in the 64th minute, I think we were just 2 goals up at the time. He was about to take a throwing, and he's screaming with his full lungs at Saliba because Saliba was not in the right place. He had the ball. The opposition did not have the ball. He's yelling because he has foresight to see where the danger could come from. If you're not obeying the rules set by Arteta, there's issues going on. Now, I'm also seeing a difference in the way everybody's defending. I've never seen Arsenal be good at both sides of the game, attacking and defending. All of this stuff is new to me. And it wasn't there last season. So a little bit of pragmatism comes in where I'm like, is this real? Since I'm not used to this, how do I put out my full chest? And don't get me wrong, I went on AFTV when I came over after the West Ham loss, and I said we're going to win the league. But the Champions League is very different. To buttress Sad's point, Porto game, I've never seen us play that badly we looked lost. Do you know why? Porto did their homework. I'm sure all they did was forget how we play. This Arsenal team are better than us. We can't go toe to toe with them. Our sole purpose is to confuse them. Now, I did one of my preview videos about Bayern. I don't think Bayern Munich are going to come and do that because they have that history, they have that pedigree, and they're a top team. They're not going to come to Arsenal and just defend, forget their playing style. They're going to come out, and I think it's a perfect team for us to play against because they will feel like they're good. And Arsenal, we flourish against teams that actually want to open up like that and come and play against us. So I'm not going to say we're definitely going to win because Sad said it. Our players, this is their first time. Our manager, this is his first time. There are too many firsts. And you can see that thing in their heads, the way they played against Porto. And now my inkling is that the boys have gone over that hurdle. And I think they will kick on from that because they've seen it. They've felt it. Yes, it's a different stage. It's quarterfinal, round of 16, very different. Bayern Munich, Porto, very different. The rich histories are there. But I would be lying to myself if I tell you that I'm not a bit. How would they react? But I'll tell you after the first 10 minutes of the game, I'll tell you how that game is going to end. But I fully back my boys, and I think we'll definitely win.
Nani, so can I just jump in real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Can I something real quick? Here's what I think. Looking at our team, the capacity of our team, we know that they have what it takes to go do it. Full chest, I back them. They have the capacity to do it. That's like having a truck and saying, look, can this truck tow this whole truck of cows? And I'm like, yeah, I can tow this whole truck of cows, right? Now the problem is when I get on the bumpy road, how do I drive to not let the entire thing collapse? Because the road is going to be bumpy. For us to not acknowledge that the road will be bumpy to the victory and just say, well, just back the team without even acknowledging what the journey is going to be is us being disingenuous to our own team.
And it's also a new path that you haven't.
I'm putting out the energy that we're going to beat Bayern, but it's not going to be easy. And guess what that means for us? That makes us a better team. Playing a tough team in the Champions League, regardless of their form, based on their history, based on what the heritage they've built, and going through it through the needle's eye and coming out on top makes you a better team, a stronger mindset. You guys are now more like we did it against Bayern, and we did it the hard way because Bayern is not going to be easy. Let's get it straight. We are going to do it, but it's not going to be easy. That's all I'm saying. So to say, oh, let's put out just chest without actually acknowledging the difference with Porto was because a lot of us did not know Porto very well. And some of us don't know that Porto had already Champions League history, heritage. They've won it twice. Some of us don't know that Porto, as crazy and as badly as they were doing in their league, which everybody said was bad, which was they were third, were one of the best defensive teams in their league. A lot of people did not know all these facts, and we went up against them. We wanted to play our game, and we realized we could not do it. We had to find a new way to play them to win and overcome. Guess what that does? That gives you an extra arrow now at the team. Now we know that even if it means we have to push a Bayern to penalties and win, we have what it takes to do it. We've gone through that needle's eye. So my point is, at the end of the day, this team has capacity and capability to be able to do it. All I'm saying is let's acknowledge the bumpiness of the road and talk about, oh, you know what? If we play this way and this way and this way, if Bayern comes this way, maybe these are the things that we can think Arteta will do. The players that can go in. We back the boys already. There's no point having this back and forth about, oh, everybody's not putting chest out. If you are going to war, the people in front are not the ones at the back. There's a reason there's lines. If you want to put chest, some people can. You know me, I'm number one. I'll go out there and put chest out on any platform. I don't care. I'll predict my prediction. If it doesn't come true, it doesn't come true. You can't come to my house and slap me. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, it's about backing the boys, So for me, we are going to beat Bayern at the Emirates because we have one. If we look at the precedents that we have, even if you look at no, I'm not prediction. I'm saying we're going to be even if you look at the head-to-head, Arsenal and Bayern, Bayern's head-to-head, the only one that sticks out is the fact that they beat us by 10-2 goal aggregate. That's the one most people remember. But the true head-to-head in total that we've played is 12 times. They've won 6, we've won 4, we've drawn twice. So our head-to-head with Bayern is not a terrible head-to-head where they've won 12 and we've lost one. You know what I'm like? It's not like they've destroyed us every time we've met them.
It's just the recent times.
It's just the recent, it's just the recent times, and that goal margin that causes people to be like, oh my god. And yes, we should be like, oh my god, because that was a large goal margin to lose by. But in the head-to-head, when it's almost like with our head-to-head with Real Madrid, Madrid has never beat us in the 3 times we've played them. We've won once, we've drawn twice. They've never beat us. So when people talk about they're a great team, but you have to look at all of these. So my thing is now, let's look at precedent. We haven't considered a goal at home in the Champions League. We haven't considered a goal at home in the Champions League. That's something we can look at. We've had that strong defense at home. They're coming to the Emirates. We've not lost at home in the Champions League since we came there. That's something else we can look at. We have a solid back. We have a solid midfield, and we can score goals at home. The Emirates is now a formidable place. Bayern is not coming with fans because they banned their fans for this game. That's another point we can look at. We can look at the formation and say, okay, well, at home, how many goals do I think that Arsenal needs to score? Because when you go to the Allianz Arena, you're going to step into fire. At that place, we're going to play. If I'm Arteta, when I go there, I'm playing a low block like I did Man City, and I'm locking up shop and packing boats. If I can score in the Emirates, I'm going there to pack aeroplane. I will park 3 aeroplanes in front of the goalpost, plus bus, trailer, all the taxis in Germany. I'll pack all of them inside the goalpost. There'll be not one hole. That would be my plan. So that's what I'm saying. Like, back the boys, but we can acknowledge how difficult it will be to get to the end of the journey.
Now, fair enough. Sorry. Bargav, big up for the super chat. Listen, people, make sure to get your super chats in. If you have any questions, anything you want to go over, make sure to get them through in a super chat. We'll be reading all of them out. Big up to Bargav, who obviously big up for the super chat as well. 199. Big up to you, my brother. Who says, what matchup do you think is big? I'm assuming player matchups. Which matchup is going to be the biggest one in this game? What are you guys thinking about that?
Saka and Davis.
Yes. First of all, AO.
Saka and Davis.
First of all, AO. But it's big. Never mind.
There you are. You're such a child.
No problem. Never mind. But yeah, Saka and Davis, bro. That's just when I look at that, bro. That just screams classic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Something that we're gonna remember in the next few years. Because Saka, if he's on top form against Davis, bro, that would be a sick matchup in my opinion.
Sad, please, because I'll soon be going because I have my own show, but I'll just round up here. See, in terms of the matchup here, I don't know why this guy's name isn't being mentioned. Hasn't he done enough for his name to be mentioned? His name is Kai Havertz. Yeah, when we're talking about the matchup, why do people just... I'm not just talking about this show. I've just heard one, Bukayo Saka. In many of the matches this season, he hasn't turned up. But this guy here, Kai Havertz, has turned up. And sincerely, I want to see that matchup between Kai Havertz and the whole of the central defense entirely. Because this guy is awkward. It's going to cost them
But we think he'll win.
Aerially, he's a big aerial threat. See, you know what, he's a big aerial threat down there in the final third. And I think he will cause problems down there for the Bayern Munich defense. Is a handful, and that's something this Bayern defense don't want. They hate teams that get at them. They hate teams that press up on them. And again, we're totally throwing out the window that this Bayern Munich team is a team that isn't good in transitions this season. They've been so poor extremely poor in transitions this season. They're not like your typical Man City. They're not like your typical Liverpool. In transitions this season, they've been outrightly poor this season. Let's not even talk about counter-attacks. They hardly get goals through counter-attacks. They usually just loop in the ball for Harry Kane to just get the ball, or deep runs maybe from Musiala or Gnabry anyway. But again, see, they're not good in counter-attacks. They're not so effective in transitions this season. Arsenal is even more better than them in transitions this season. Kai Havertz is going to cause lots of problems for them down there. Goretzka has been so inconsistent in the midfield this season for them. Good play in this game. In the next two games, is totally out of the picture. Lamia isn't really looking that good. Alfonso Davis still having problems with his contract issues than even putting a decent ship down there for Bayern Munich, in the defense down there for them. See, let's not even talk about Kimmich, yeah? I do know that this guy's a great guy, but I don't even rate this guy, to be very sincere with you. I heard he wants to come to Arsenal. I don't rate this guy. So you know what, yeah? See, I'm not saying this is going to be a walk in the park, but I have chest for this matchup, because this is the worst Bayern team I've seen in 30 years. Yeah,
this is the most ineffective Bayern team, not the worst. There's a big difference. The most ineffective, not the worst. They're still on point. Listen, they're still on point.
Bro, why is it that whenever you are talking, no one cuts you, but you like cutting up someone? Why? I heard you talk. I didn't cut you. I'm not saying I'm entirely right. I could be wrong. I'm not perfect. Like you, I'm not perfect. I could make wrong decisions one way or the other. But please let me talk. Let me get my thing out there, bro. See, it's very simple. We will face these guys head on tomorrow. And I'm with hooks on this one. If we can go to the belly of the beast at the Etihad and come out unscathed in this one, why are we doubting that this team can actually have a go against Bayern Munich? What respect are we talking about? We're going to kick football, we're going to play soccer, and we're going to beat these guys at home. And then we'll go to the Allianz Arena, and unlike Dio, I'm not going to keep a low block. I'm going to actually have a go. How about that? I'm going to have a go. Because to be very sincere with you, this team is all about the attack. If you can be able to nullify the attack, in which we're covered with Saliba, we're covered with Ben White, we're also covered with, of course, our Rolls Royce down there. If they keep defensive discipline, even at the Allianz Arena, we can keep a mid block rather than a low block. Because if we keep soaking up pressure from Musiala and Gnabry, we're going to be outgunned at the Allianz Arena. Trust me, I know that ground is a horrible place to be. It's a Freddy Krueger of Europe, of European football. You don't want to go there and keep a low block. We can keep a mid-low block down there. It's simple. Catch them in transitions, but they're not good in transitions. We can catch them in the counter-attack. All these situations, Arsenal can actually get a grip because we are in a better position. In our league form tells us that we can do better. Even our form in Europe tells us that we can actually do even more better. That Porto tactics, no one is talking about the anti-football that Porto played in the last round. Anti-football, totally meant to stifle our attack, meant to stifle our gameplay. That was what they came with. This one, Bayern Munich, they come to play, they come at you. And trust me, Bayern Munich, they hate people and teams running at them. Press, and press. Sad. Thanks for allowing me to be on your show. The other panelists, big ups to you, and I respect everyone down here. Big ups.
Yeah, can I respond to
you
before
Tony.
You leave? Yeah. So the question was, Bagav said, "What matchup do you think is big?" The super chat. I wouldn't mention Havertz because I expect him to win easily against the league and whoever Dyer, whoever they put up. When they say when he meant big, he meant the one that might be tough. And I know that Saka, if he has one lapse, is defeating quick left backs. Like the one that I will never forget is Robertson for the Fulham game. Two Fulham games. I didn't think he was great, but because Robertson is just pacey, he can't play. I think he makes so many errors. The American left back, I like him, but all he has is just pace. And Alfonso Davies obviously has even more pace, and he can always come back on Saka. And that's what I meant by that's a big matchup. Havertz, I think everybody else, the middle, the defense, I don't think it'll be a hard matchup for us.
See, bro, I totally get you, but even you should understand that Bukayo Saka hasn't even really had big games this season. And in every game, in most games this season, he hasn't been the outstanding player this season. Trust me, that guy's playing injured. To be very sincere, and we're just actually getting over the line and managing that player. So if you're expecting a big performance from Bukayo Saka, my brother, think again. We've moved on from Bukayo Saka. We've shown that we can win games, at least against Luton. We've showed this, that we can win games without Bukayo Saka. We can still do it. It's not going to be a big matchup because I don't really think Bukayo Saka will step up for that matchup. But I do really believe in other team members, and we can play as a unit, and we can also do it. But I'm not really expecting
You
a
don't
big
believe in
performance from
Saka?
Bukayo Saka. Not that I did not say it. Now you're twisting it. I'm saying
I'm asking
I
you
don't really
legit-
think that Bukayo Saka. I'm not thinking that Bukayo Saka will have such a big game tomorrow. He might be totally outgunned and outmarked tomorrow. We've seen it
I was
many
just
times this
responding to
season.
the super chat. I think he will actually step up.
I think
expect
so as
Saka
well.
to show who he is. He's doing it. He's bettering his season, his gameplay season after season, and that considering
I
that
hear
matchup
you.
will be big, I expect him to win that matchup.
I hear
I
you, but
think-
he didn't show up in the City game. He didn't show up in the Liverpool game. In big games, he hasn't shown. But it doesn't mean he hasn't gotten us over the line. It doesn't mean he hasn't scored some very important goals for us this season. But again, we expect him to do that, And mind you, he has glossed through the season because of the goals he has scored. Let's don't act as if this is one of his best seasons.
I think everybody also underestimates the amount of double teaming on Bukayo Saka this season. Go look at every game that we've played. Just go look at it and go look at how many times when Bukayo gets the ball. No, I'm saying like it's
as well.
yeah,
Sometimes
like,
That's every
so-
top winger. That's
hold on.
every
I
top
no,
winger in the world.
hold on, Ash. I get that. I'm not hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying
Look
that
at
it's
Ash ready, bro.
Ash. I'm not saying it's
Big
unique
up,
to
guys.
Bukayo
Take care,
Saka.
guys. Big ups, yeah.
I'm not saying it's I'm
Later,
not saying
bro.
Big ups,
it's-
people.
Big up, Tony. Take care.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
take
it
care.
is unique to Bukayo Saka that he gets doubled or tripled. I'm not saying it's unique to him. What I'm saying is he's now become that guy that gets doubled and tripled on. So, of course, this season we're seeing a different Bukayo Saka that looks as though he's ineffective. He's now become the guy. Like, they're like, no, it is time. Last season, they underestimated him a little bit, not realizing how dangerous he was. So now that is the thing, we now know how important he is. It's now about playing the tactics right and figuring out who's on that side that can play with him, like the Ben White and co, to take somebody away from him, help him make the overlaps and give him that little space to get a one-on-one. Now,
This
will
conversation,
will it be a big matchup against Alphonso Davies? Yes, I think it will be a big matchup against Alphonso Davies. But I watched the last 3-4 games of Bayern, and Alphonso Davies is not looking like the Alphonso Davies that I used to know. Now, that again, I will qualify by saying his league form may not translate in the Champions League. He might come into the Champions League and switch on Alphonso Davies Champions League. So I'm just excited to see. I'm excited to see the Bukayo Saka, Alphonso Davies. I'm excited to see Rice and Kane. I think that if we put Rice on Kane, like I want to see what Kane does before he passes Rice and then goes to face Saliba or Gabriel. I want to see that. I want to see that matchup. I want to see what happens in that midfield. Like that for me.
We've
that for me
seen
is
it
gonna be-
already, though. We've seen it already, though.
Now I'm saying like with this in
With
the
Tottenham.
Champions League with
Or are you talking about
with
with
Bayern, with the
Bayern?
Bayern, with Kimmich and all these guys. I want to see that midfield. I
Yeah.
really want to see that midfield matchup. It's going to be an
Okay.
interesting one.
but just on the Saka
just-
thing, side, just on the Saka thing, Ash, I don't know how do you feel about Saka because I forgot his name, but the other brother made it seem as if Saka is not I'm shocked. The conversation
I was
like,
gonna
yeah,
respond to that.
Yeah, please.
The thing is,
I'm
Nemi,
a
I was
little-
literally going to respond to that because for me, right, it's crazy that he's telling us half chest for. I wish he was still here because I wanted to rebuttal him, but he's like, you have chest for the Bayern Munich game, half chest for Bayern Munich game. I can make the same argument: half chest for Saka versus Davies, half chest for Saka versus Davies. Why are you doubting one of the best wingers and one of the most effective wingers against Alphonso Davies, who, by the way, has never been good defensively? He's been like Kyle Walker, who relies tremendously on his recovery pace to come back, but in one-on-ones, he's been cooked many, many times. And also, he says this is the worst Bayern Munich he's seen of the last 30 years, which is mental because there were times when they lost the league to Stuttgart and to Wolfsburg and lost to Zenit St. Petersburg in the Champions League with Arshavin and co. Like Bayern Munich have been way worse than this. So if we think this is the worst Bayern Munich team, it's mad. It's honestly it's crazy. Look. I agree with what Dio was saying initially. I think we can go at them. I think we can definitely beat them. I'm not even thinking about the 10-2 thing because I think it's irrelevant what's happening right now. I think they have a lot of players that are still there. but we have a completely different team, a completely different manager, a completely different mindset, which is the most important thing. A mindset of, if this team goes down, even at the Emirates, if let's say Bayern Munich score first, I'm not sitting there thinking, that's it, game is over. But whereas 6 years ago, I would think that. 6 years ago, if they scored first, I think it's over. So I think the fact that we have a very different mindset now definitely would help. I just feel that, to go back to the super chat about which is the biggest matchup, for me, I actually think it's the other. I think the wingers obviously is a big one, especially given that the way Bayern Munich play, as Nemi says, they will attack, they will give us that space. There will be a lot of opportunities for Saka and Martinelli if he starts to go up one-on-one with the fullbacks.
Inshallah.
And that's why for me, the other winger is extremely important. I think to get at Kimmich, as much as I rate him, I think he's a very, very good player. I know he prefers playing in the mid, but a lot of fans were saying he's better on the right. He's better as a right back. I think if we put up Martinelli against him, I can see Martinelli destroying him in our transitions. Right? I watched a couple of seasons ago when he was playing there against. Obviously, it was against Neymar and Mbappe. It's a whole different level. But he was getting killed on that left wing. And it was mostly because of the pace and the way they were attacking. Obviously, Martinelli's no Neymar, right? Even Jesus, if he plays there, is no Neymar. But if we are killing these guys in the transition, I think we can destroy their fullbacks. Which is why I really am interested in seeing that traditional Saka, Martinelli wingers playing. And I also would start Jesus up front. I know like Kai Havertz has been in amazing form. I don't know if they will start Eric Dyer. I pray to God that they do, because that would be a huge advantage to us, I think. But I think they'll start Upamecano and Kim Min-jae. I definitely, for me personally, I would start Jesus up front, because I just feel, A, he's been our best player in the Champions League this season. And B, I think sometimes when you come up in these kind of games, you need these dribblers in those kind of places, especially when you know like players like Upamecano. I don't know about Kim Min-jae, but Upamecano likes to commit. He likes to go and make that tackle, and you need someone who can do that quick dribble and set someone up. So I feel like Jesus would be very important for that game. But he won't start him.
I disagree, man.
Oh, here
Personally, yeah, I disagree.
He's going to say Trossard.
This is going to be an Ash versus T.
No. I'm just gonna keep it simple, bro. I'm just gonna keep it civil and simple. Okay. I think Jesus has been really off lately, and he cannot even hit the target. I want to win by a high margin at the Emirates. Okay, so bring the gunmen. I do not want the silky dribblers. Bring the gunmen. And if you want to change up Havertz, which I think is not a good idea, I would personally start with
Who's the
Havertz.
gunman?
This
I
is
think
the
Wait,
gunman.
Were you referring to
that's the
Trossard or
meaning.
Havertz?
No, listen. If we want to change up Havertz, which I think is personally not a good idea, because I think Havertz against the German side could be
Very
really
good.
decent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he knows the German sides, bro. He's been there. He's done that. You know what I'm saying?
Came from, bro.
Yeah, and so for me, I think starting Havertz would be the play. But if we end up changing Havertz for another player, I would start Trossard over Jesus, because, bro, Jesus just doesn't do it for me, man. In the last few games,
Trossard
you can
to
see.
lead the line. You want to play Trossard as a 9?
Yeah, I would play Trossard as a 9, yes, because he's played like that for us this season, a few games, and every game he played as a 9, he scored. So you know what I'm saying?
But T,
He is a
can I
gunman.
ask
He
you a
is good,
question
bro.
then?
This
But
season,
do you
I
not
might
think that
check more
Jesus'
games.
Champions
I don't
League
remember
form? No, he's been good as a 9 this season, a couple of games. So he played against, was it Wolves when he scored? I think, I can't remember. He started as a striker in 1 or 2 games, and he scored in one of them.
He started in a striker against. I think he started as a striker against Fulham.
The first
at
game, yeah,
home.
that was bad.
Remember when Havertz and Trossard were starting at the same time, and they were interchanging
Yeah.
with each other. So
Yeah.
Trossard went to the 8, Havertz went to the striker, and vice versa.
Yeah, they were
So
doing,
that's how we played this season. And I think if we want to get Havertz out of this 11, I would do it rather for Trossard than for Jesus, because I think Trossard is more clinical than Jesus. I think Trossard can at least hit the target. He can dribble as well. He also is in form in the Champions League, because he scored at Porto. Let's not forget. A good run from him. Good 1-2 with Ødegaard. So I think he can be one of our important players if we want to change up Havertz. But personally, I wouldn't change up Havertz in the first place.
But T,
fair
do you
enough,
not
lad.
feel Jesus and the Champions League is a different beast though this season?
Yeah, that's true, but we don't know because he just returned from injury and he has a, you know what I'm saying? He has a donut face. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
So he doesn't look really fit, in my opinion. And I think that's also a big part of why he's not in form. It's not because of his injury, because now at this moment in time, his conditioning is also dropped as well. And
Bruh,
that's
you
just
said
clear.
donuts. I'm
Now,
ordering donuts right now.
fair,
Actually.
fair, fair enough. But listen, guys, I want to get to because I know the show is coming to an end soon. So I want to get to the starting 11s. What you would go with for your starting 11? Don't give me Arteta's starting 11. Don't give me what you think he might play.
Mhm.
Give me your starting 11 that you would want to go. If you're manager right now, imagine you're Mikel Arteta's seat. You have to pick the starting 11 for tomorrow. Tell me what you would go with.
The Gaffer.
I want to start off. Yeah, I believe my gaffer. I want you. I want to start with. I want to start with Hooks. Hooks. Let us know,
I'd
and
go
your
right.
prediction as well. Yeah. At
I'd
the
go
end of it.
Raya, Kiwior, Gabriel, Saliba, White, Rice and Partey with Erdegaard, Trossard on the left,
Give
Saka
you.
on the right, and Havertz up top.
So, he said, who on the left and who on the right?
Bro,
Sorry.
you went by really fast, bro. I didn't keep
Yeah,
up.
bro. Why is he so fast, bro? Why is he so fast
He
right
said
now? What's going on?
Kivior, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel. So the traditional back four of the last couple of months.
Yeah, no. I meant the attackers that he put.
Oh,
I know
Trossard
Havertz
on
is
the
in there, 100%.
Trossard on the left, Saka
Yeah.
on the right, and Havertz up top.
Ooh, you wouldn't play Martinelli?
Nah, man, I'm really liking the way that Trossard and Havertz are playing with each other, man. I think they got a good little thing
Hey,
going.
yo.
On, honest.
My bad, but I need to call that out, bro. Hold on.
Pause.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pause, but I like the way they got some good. They got a good relationship
Chemistry.
going on, man. Yeah, the chemistry is good, man, and
Mm.
I just want to. If the chemistry is working, just keep it going. I'm with Team massively on this. I don't ever want to see Jesus on the left wing. I don't care for whatever reason people want to make. I don't care how good he's been in the Champions League. This brother does not belong on the left. This brother needs to, I don't know, put him on the right or put him up front or at stretch, maybe like a shadow striker, number 10, like a super stretch. But other than that, I don't want to see this guy on the left wing because it's shambolic in my opinion. And in terms of a score prediction, I don't know, man. I think we'll beat them like 2-3 now.
Clean sheet, yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll get the clean sheet. I mean, we all love to talk about evidence here and things that have happened in the past and relying on the past. And this season in the Champions League, we have not conceded a goal at home. So let's keep it consistent, lads.
What about
Fair
the evidence that Kane always scores against Arsenal at Emirates?
Yeah, when he plays for Tottenham.
Yeah.
When he plays for Tottenham in
good point,
derbies. But
good point.
this is not a derby. He hasn't got
Hooks. All I'm gonna say is the no trophy.
And
No
this would be
trophy curse has followed him to Bayern. That curse may also follow him to Bayern, bro.
and I think this would be Kane's second Champions League, right? Because he went to one with Tottenham,
Yeah.
and this would
Yeah.
so this would be his second Champions League as well. So he's
No,
not.
I think that was one where they fell off very early.
Yeah, but I'm saying like this is like the second time he's in the Champions League. Like he's gone far in the Champions League. Like the first when they played the final with against Liverpool, and then this
Yeah,
time
and they
around
beat Ajax.
and this is
Man
the only other
City, yeah.
time. Yeah, this is the only other time that they've gone far. Like that he's
Oh,
he
that's
has
scary.
gone that he's gone far. So even at that, this is not Kane has not the Champions League. Has not. He's not.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Now,
I give.
fair enough, Dale. So 3-0 for Hooks on the prediction list.
2-3 now. 2-0 or 3-0.
Say less. We put one of Hooks's feet on 2-0. We put the other one on 3-0, bro. Hooks is like, bro. Hooks is walking into that match reaction, bro. Listen, I was right anyway, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Whatever. If it's 2 or 3-0, bro, I was right, bro. You lot should listen to me, bro.
Yeah.
After that prediction that he got right the other time, bro. I forgot what game it was, bro, where he got the prediction fucking right, man. And he got the Havertz score right as well. But anyway, Ash, My brother. Ya khoya.
Yo.
Tell me
I
your
would start
your
lineup.
lineup and prediction as well, brother.
Yeah. I would obviously start with Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel. I would personally start Tomiyasu. I think he would be. I think he's. We cannot keep saying he's not fit. He's not fit. He's been freaking playing like how many games? It's enough. Like he should be able to play now. Although I'm pretty sure Arteta's going to start Zinchenko anyways. My midfield, I think this needs party. I think we need that physicality. I think we need that creativity as well. So Partey, Declan Rice, Odegaard, and my front three would be Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka. That would be my front three.
No, fair enough. And score prediction?
Damn. Okay, I'm gonna speak with chest, as Hooks likes to say. Oh, he's gone, man. Damn.
He's gone, man. Look,
I was gonna give a prediction for him, but like, okay, fair enough. I think we will concede. But I think we'll win 3-1.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Nice.
You know what? The hell with it. 4-1.
4-1 is
4-1.
crazy.
Grass. Rotted. Fairs.
I see it.
Bro, after that huge
fair enough.
conversation, you had a bigger score line than Hooks at the end, bro.
Yeah,
Crazy.
screw it, man.
Crazy.
Go in.
Crazy.
Screw it.
Yeah.
Screw it. Might as well.
Nemi.
All right. My
Read off
starting
his
lineup, I'll have the same defense as Ash. Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Tomiyasu. Because one-on-one situation, Sane, please no Zinchenko. I can't have that guy. I can't have Sane and Zinchenko clash. And in the midfield, it's a little weird. It's a weird situation because I'm thinking about the Man City game, right? And this Jorginho situation. I always worry when Jorginho is in there. But every time he's come up against the best of the best in the middle, I've not seen that slowness that I always have an issue with. So I will start the same. Rice, Jorginho, and Odegaard in there in the center. And then on the left, I'll go Martinelli just because I feel like his pace would destroy Kimmich. And I'm hoping so. And up top, I still have to go with Havertz because that presence up there that he gives us. And defenders hate him. They hate his guts. I feel like his positioning is better than Jesus's positioning. I think Jesus tries to do a little bit too much. And we just need a direct guy against these defenders that I don't really trust. I don't trust Upamecano. They leaked and all of them. And I don't need somebody who's going to dilly-dally on the ball for an extra second. I just need somebody who knows he's going to pass the ball or shoot it right away and knows how to. I think his positioning as well is 10 times better than Jesus's, in my opinion. And obviously Saka on the right, because with him there's always a danger of him creating opportunities for people. And my prediction, 1,000%, I don't see how we're going to concede. Believe it or not, I just can't see it. I don't even watch Bayern enough, so maybe this is just based off of me watching Arsenal and knowing that we've conceded only 4 goals in 2024. I think I can't comprehend it. Like the last video I did on my channel, my brain couldn't 4 goals in 4 months it doesn't make any sense.
Crazy.
And when you watch it, you're like, defensively, set pieces were excellent. One-on-ones were excellent. Even when we're not excellent, Gabriel knows to go cover Zinchenko. Saka is doubling up with White on defense. The center midfield, Jorginho's intelligence is ridiculous. And for someone who doesn't watch Bayern enough, maybe this is not smart, but if we can do it against the likes of City and Liverpool, where we consider only 1 goal, I don't see these people scoring against us. I really don't. So I will go. Ideally, I'll take a 3-0, but just because I feel like I need to be a little wiser with this, I'll go 2-0 to Arsenal.
2-0, yeah? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Dayo. Let me know.
So I just want to say, so Nemi, Thomas Partey, you're going to play Jorginho. You won't play yourself. Wow. I don't.
Shameless.
That's
I
a
don't-
good one.
Shameful.
We haven't seen him enough. I'll bring him in.
I don't understand why you play
I'll
yourself.
come in and I'll come in and shore up everything, just like I've been doing against City. Come in and close everything.
Do you have another gender reveal or something, huh? No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
So let me see.
Don't get injured.
My
bro.
my
Practice. I got
my lineup would be Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Tomiyasu. I rate. You guys didn't understand how much I rate Tomiyasu personally.
1000%.
Same.
Also,
I don't-
Trossard. I don't know if you guys saw that interview where Trossard says they asked him who's the best defender in the team. Trossard flat out said one-on-ones Tomiyasu's the guy.
Tomiyasu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. Mhm.
Yeah.
Like so, yeah, I rate Tomiyasu so much. I just don't talk about him a lot because he's of his injuries. So I just leave it there. But Tomiyasu, that's my back line. I will play the same midfield I played against City. Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard. I'm not going to risk bringing.
So
Thomas
you keep
Partey.
me on the bench too. You keep
Yes.
me on the bench. See?
Yeah. I'm benching you. I'm not risking Thomas Partey until maybe second half or 60 or 60 minutes into the game, 30 more minutes. Then I want to shore it up totally. At that point, I don't mind. I can bring out Jorginho, throw Partey in with Rice, both of them there. A little more force, after we've scored, because I know we're going to score first. Up front is a little dicey for me, but I think based on I want Havertz in the team, but Trossard for me will score. So I'm a Trossard down the middle. Yeah, I'll keep Havertz on the bench for the first half. So Trossard down the middle, Martinelli on the left, and Bukayo Saka on the right. I'll play Trossard down the middle to start. And this is because against Trossard doesn't need more than half a yard technicality to be able to shoot and score from outside the box. He's good on both feet, left and right. he can always interchange with Martinelli, and Martinelli drops down to that middle as well. And that for me would be a problem for them. If I see that they're bullying him, then I'll bring in the Havertz, the big vert in the second half. But I guarantee you, yeah, he'll score. So that's my lineup. My score line, we haven't, going by precedent, we haven't conceded a goal at the Emirates. Eventually, that's going to have to stop, but I don't think it's in this game. I think it's going to be in the semi-final that we'll concede our first goal. And so for this one, we're going to keep a clean sheet. And I think Arsenal can go on to win 3-0.
Can I ask a
No,
question
fair
though?
enough.
Just because of what Dio said to the panel. Dio, when he mentioned we damn it, I just lost it. It's gonna come back to me. He thinks we're gonna score first. That's the one. Do you guys know that we've lost every single game that we conceded first this year?
Yeah.
Do you worry about that? Do you worry that it's a thing now with us that we
not in the
have
Champions
to-
League, though.
In the Champions League too, the Porto game we conceded first, we lost.
And Lons. No,
Yeah.
Lons we scored first. Yeah,
We scored first in Lons.
I
So
said
that's-
2024. I didn't go further back, but the only games we've lost, we've the FA Cup, the Porto one, and what else did we lose?
Fulham.
The Fulham one.
Mhm.
Does it?
Was
no,
Fulham
was
this year?
last year. No,
Fulham was
was
last year. We haven't lost any game this year in the Premiership. and we
No,
only
I
won in
think
Premiership.
this
Just
season.
Porto-
No,
it's
I
just
think the
Porto and
season.
No.
the FA Cup one, and
We
Liverpool.
did
I
lose
think-
against Fulham.
We lost to
This
Fulham.
year.
That
2-1,
wasn't
but
this year. That wasn't this year.
Crazy
This
how
year
many
we
games
did.
we won, bro.
No, Fulham was New Year's Eve. Trust me, I was at that stadium and I.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
No,
yeah,
but
you mean
Yeah.
specifically 2024?
This
I
year.
thought you meant
Yeah.
this season. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I
never
meant
mind, never mind.
2024. I don't know if it's
No,
a
but
thing with
Nemi,
mental.
I think, but this year we only conceded 4 goals. I think there's a stat where this season, from the start of the season in August, I don't think we have won any game where we have trailed first, have we? I think most games where we conceded first, we ended up drawing or losing. I could be wrong. I don't remember a single game where we conceded first and went on to win.
And we all remember why, because every time we got behind, we didn't look like scoring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was one of those frustrating games where we had a lot of the ball, but we just couldn't penetrate. You know what I'm saying? So I remember those games vividly.
Yeah,
bro. It was really irritating.
The first half of the season, yes, we can look at our form at that time and attribute that to the form. Starting the 2024 form, let's be realistic about it. If Arsenal goes a goal down, do you think Arsenal will not come back to score? Like, are you looking at this team, this current Arsenal team? If we're looking at it just based purely on form, like, football, anything can happen. We all agree.
Yeah.
You can get on that pitch and suddenly the whole world, everything turns upside down, and we go in there, and in an alternative universe, Thanos has snapped his finger and Arsenal beats Bayern 10-0. And you're like, what just happened? It can happen. We all know, we've seen this kind of crazy things. But my point is, in the current form that they're in right now, I don't see this Arsenal team conceding first. And even if they do, I see them coming back. Even when we were terrible in the first half of the season, where we're playing slower, we weren't really clicking. and we went 2 goals down to Chelsea, I still never worried. In fact, we almost came back and won that game. We scored 2-2, and Eddie missed.
There you go. We all know we were lucky when Sanchez
no.
gave the ball away. Otherwise, we would not have come back.
I know. But my point is, listen, you create your own luck. You keep saying we're lucky, we're lucky. You create your own luck. If you didn't pressure and you didn't do work and you don't put the work in, you think it's going to happen. If they didn't do what they did you think Sanchez was going to feel?
Nobody pressured Sanchez.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying.
Can I ask you one thing, Deo? Can I ask you one thing? Did you watch Liverpool Manchester United the other day? Was Bruno's goal a gift? Or was it his pressure?
Exactly.
Oh no. Bruno, hold on.
Good one, T. That's a good one.
No. But the pressure played a role.
Hold on. Let me answer the question. It was a gift, but if Bruno did not know what to do, that ball would not have gone in the back of the net. If Declan didn't know what to do, that ball would not have gone in the back of the net with Chelsea. These players are players who, in that time, if you're given the chance, if your luck shines or you're given a gift, you take it. If Bruno did not know what to do with that ball and how to strike it, what are you talking about here? So
Deo. Okay, just to stick to the point, you said specifically against Chelsea, even when we were 2-0 down, I still had a feeling we'll come back. Unless you're telling me that you had a feeling. Yeah. So let me wait one second, Deo. So unless you're telling me that you had a strong feeling that Sanchez was going to gift us a goal.
No, that's not what I said. What I said was I had a feeling we'll come back. How we come back, I don't know. But I'm looking at the team and I'm saying I know this team has what it takes to come back. Whether Sanchez gifted us a goal or not, we were going to score 2 goals. That was how I felt. No, I'm saying, listen, I know this. I'm saying that's how I felt. Let me explain. There's a big difference. Fair. I'm saying when I look at this Arsenal team, even when they're a goal or 2 down, I still see many ways in which they could score. I see set pieces. I see penalties being able to be given out. I see things that they can do and use to score. I'm not like, oh, we're terrible at set piece. Even if we get a corner, we can't score from it. I'm not even thinking of them gifting us a goal. So when they do gift us a goal and our players are technical enough to take it, I'm happy. That just means that, hey, you know what? You messed up on your end and I took advantage of it. But I know that we have enough in our quiver of arrows.
I do agree with you now. Yeah, like back then, I don't agree, but now I do agree with you. That's why I said earlier. That's even if we concede first, I think we'll still come back.
I know, Ash. I was giving that example of back then, saying we didn't even have all what we have now in our. We didn't have all these tools that we have now back then, and we somehow, whether through luck or whatever, came back then. So now imagine when we have all of these tools now, starting this year, 2024, where we know the team is good at set pieces. We know the defense is more shored up. We know that our attack ticks and clicks when they need to move forward. We know that we've noticed that when Odegaard starts to press, Havertz joins in. Those two start the press before everybody pushes up. We've seen the consistencies in when we change players and how they just slot in and you don't even know that we've changed the player. It's just like it's still the same amount of pressure. So for me, I'm just confident in what they can do, and I'm more sure that even if to answer your question, I mean, even if Bayern score first, then I think we go on to win 3-1. But I doubt Bayern will be able to score against our defense. I just think it's going to be a clean sheet again, and I think the first time we'll concede will be in the semifinals against Real Madrid. I think Madrid will be a number on Man City, and the reason I want Madrid is we haven't played them before. They are the biggest giants. And, if you want to become the king, you have to kill the biggest giants. If we're not ready to go and do that, then there's no point in us being in this tournament.
Can I just say it after these.
والله Ash حرام عليك والله حرام عليك والله
that's why I said let T first, bro. That's why I said let T set the line. That's why I said let T set the lineup first.
والله ديما لازم تتكلم والله. شي واحد يقول شي حاجه صافي.
Because I have Real Madrid.
This is what I want to say. This is
no. I was actually gonna back your point there, but I actually wanted T to go first. No.
For me, just a small thing before the lineups. I mostly agree with Deo. Mostly, just to clarify. For me, it's not the quality of our players, because I genuinely believe, because I said it before and I'll say it again, this team has enough quality to beat Bayern München home and away. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be, in a quality sense, it shouldn't be a problem. For me, the biggest hurdle these players have is the mental aspect. And then I go back to what you said, Saad, about Saliba looking nervous at Porto. You know what I'm saying? If our vocal point at the back is nervous at a Porto game, imagine the nerves against a Bayern München at a higher stage. You know what I'm saying? And that for me is the biggest hurdle these players face in these group stages. It's not the quality, bro, because we know the quality these players bring. We know the way we play counters most teams, and we play good football. We play good football in the way that we defend well, and we also score a lot of goals. That's never been the issue. For me, it goes back to what I said. These guys are still young when it comes to Champions League. This is the first run they had with Arteta and with this specific team. Okay, and mental is the biggest aspect these players face when it comes to Champions League at this stage, in my opinion. And that's it.
No, fair enough.
All right, lineup.
We're waiting for the lineup. This guy's
My lineup. Yeah, my bad.
He's
I
a
was
fraud.
I was
You're a
focused on
fraud.
the point. I was
You're a
focused on the
fraud.
point. My bad. My lineup. This is the shameless lineup. Yeah, not Arteta lineup. Okay, let's go. Raya in goal, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Kafuyasu. My
Bro,
guy.
you saying Rob Holding doesn't get into your back line?
Nah, man.
We were in the
I'm sorry for
trenches,
that
man.
PTSD. I'm
Jeez,
sorry for that
man.
PTSD, bro. I'm
God.
sorry. The triggers, bro.
Don't you mean Cedric Suarez?
Hey, don't even, bro. Qasam billah, if that
75
guy
feet.
ever touches foot, bro, if that guy ever touches foot, if that guy ever touches foot, if I see Cedric Suarez playing a game, unless we're beating Bayern 10-0, then you can maybe bring him on. Forget about that guy, man. Cedric Suarez, aka 75k a week.
Yeah. It's I saw a video of Cedric Suarez today when the players went. They were at the airport. I mean, at the training ground, and everyone was cheering for the other players. But when Cedric came, everyone was quiet.
Oh no,
Wallahi, bro, they
I
know.
don't like that. That's a little sad for me.
That's sad. Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's
you don't
sad,
want
but I seen it today.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a bit mad. It was a bit mad.
What's your predicted
But anyway,
lineup, T?
Kafuyasu in the back, at left back. You know what I'm saying? The rest is normal. The rest is the standard. Midfield, I think I agree with Nemi, man. In this case, I think Jorginho needs to play this game. I think Jorginho has been, when we look at performance, yes, I know that Partey only played 3 games when he returned from his injury, but at this moment in time, I think Jorginho is playing too good to not play him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would play Jorginho, Rice, and Ødegaard, and my front line, Saka, Havertz, and Martinelli. I think Trossard, not Trossard, because in this case against a Bayern München, and this is my reasoning about why I'm not playing Trossard. The only place I would play Trossard in this specific game is striker. But I do not want to get Havertz out of this team because I think Havertz can do a job against Bayern München. Like I said before, he knows the team. He played against them before, and I think the German way of football maybe suits him better as a player. You know what I'm saying? To even flourish even more when he plays against a German side. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would play Havertz. And left wing, I think we need Martinelli space, man, because their right backs are pacey guys. Apart from Kimmich, if Kimmich plays okay, then Martinelli would be even better. But if they play, for example, a Sasha Bowie, if he's not injured anymore, if he's not injured anymore, but if they play, for example, a Sasha Bowie, I think Martinelli would be the better player against that. You know what I'm saying? So I need a pacey left winger for this game. I need pace. That's why I would play Martinelli, and I would play Havertz at the striker and Trossard in the second half.
No, okay, fair enough. And what's the score prediction?
Every time anybody says Havertz, you have to play the video.
Oh my God, not that again.
Here we go. Prepare for a cringe from Ash, yeah?
The most shameless video on YouTube. I'm just kidding.
I can't lie. To the music, and when he celebrates, he looks cold. I can't lie.
It's cold.
I can't lie, bro.
He is a cold player.
The thing is, yeah, He's starting to. I'm starting to warm up to him, bro. I'm starting to be like,
He's
you know what?
winning
This guy-
everybody over, man. He's winning all of us over.
he's winning me over, bro. If he carries on like this, he could win me over. But what's your score prediction, T? Before I give mine and we wrap up.
See, we had the same
Yeah.
lineup, by the way. Big up.
Yeah, big up, bro. Big up. But yeah, my score prediction. You know my superstition, Sat. You know how I always predict these things.
Yeah,
I say 3-1, and I say 3-1, and you know what happens?
3-0.
We get a clean sheet, exactly. So we're gonna it's gonna be 3-1.
3-1. Nah, fair enough. Fair enough. Before I go, big up to Wolves FL. I haven't ever seen you on my channel before, but big up to you, my broski. First time in, he's sending a super chat, man. Respect. I respect you. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, my guy.
Big up, Wolves.
Wolves FL. Is it FL or FI? I think it's FI. Wolves FI saying, Sard, you must, with a winky face. Must win. Listen, we'll see tomorrow, man. We'll see tomorrow how I'm feeling on the watch along, man. Make sure to come and check that out because we'll have to see how I'm feeling on the watch along, man. I have to see the lineup first. That pre-match, yeah, is gonna be crazy. I can't lie, it's gonna be lit. The pre-match convo that the people,
Bro,
whoever,
the
I don't know who I'm
nerves.
gonna have in there yet. I don't know who I'm gonna have in there. I'm gonna push the link into the group chat so whoever wants to come on can come on. But it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. He said capital I like Finland. Oh, okay, fair enough. So it's Wolves, Finland. Fair enough. Now, respect to you, my brother. Now, respect for the super chat, and also just because he sent a super chat, let me just put this comment out from him as well. He said Bayern Munich could be dangerous opponents. Ask Arsenal. Right,
That's the old Arsenal.
know,
Old Arsenal, bro.
we all know about the old Arsenal.
Bayern
We
too.
all know.
Old Bayern
we all
too.
know
Remember that.
exactly.
We'll ask
Ribéry.
Arteta to ask Wenger.
Exactly. They don't have Ribéry. They don't have Robben anymore, so I don't have to see Vidal
Yep.
freaking going at my bro. Yeah, la. Anyway, I'm gonna go for my lineup. Pretty simple, guys. I'm going Raya in between the sticks. I'm going with Ben White, Benny Blanco. I'm going with Saliba, Willow, and Gabriel. Yeah. At left back, I am gonna go with Zinchenko.
Wow. Wow.
Now, for the people who know
Sad
me,
Arteta, that's Mikel's boy.
for the people who know me, that was a joke. There ain't no way in hell that this guy ever gets it. You see how I caught Nemi slipping,
You
bro?
got me off
Like,
guard. I did not know that.
Bro, I am not drunk because it is Ramadan and I'm a Muslim and I do not drink. Yeah. And I do not take drugs. Yeah. There's no way in hell that guy ever gets. Hey, listen. Look at this JD guy. Wallahi. Therefore, that's a Ramadan just nearly ended. And this guy's already misbehaving. Wallahi. It's crazy. Aditya saying, end the stream, son. End the stream. Now, listen. I'm going for Tommy Cafu. He is at left back for me, man. Tommy Cafu can't go wrong, man. Yeah. We need him to shore up that defense for us because they're definitely going to have their right wingers. Sane against Zinchenko, I'm fine. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to see that. I don't want to experience that in my life. Yeah. I'd rather him come up against a Tomiyasu who knows how to defend. Even Kivior, I don't know. But let him come up against Tomiyasu. I don't think he does anything. I really don't. I think Tomiyasu is that certy. My midfield. I know you guys are saying all this Jorginho hype and he's the big game player. I'm sorry, but I need party in there, bro. I need some strength. I need some power. I need some determination, bro. This guy, I'm telling you reason why he wasn't started against Brighton. The reason why he wasn't started against Brighton is because he's starting this game. That's the reason why he didn't start him against Brighton.
Did he come off the bench?
He came off.
I think he came off for like 10 minutes, didn't he? I think it was 10 minutes that he played.
Can't remember.
I actually don't think he came on in that game. Let me just confirm.
Yeah, I don't remember him coming on. Or maybe I'm wrong. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I think
anyway,
we put Fiera instead of Partey.
Yeah, Partey didn't come on at all.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, so exactly. Listen, I'm gonna do there. There you are, Guna Matata. I'm gonna go with a midfield three of Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and Martin the captain Erdegaard. Yeah,
Cook, let's go.
we're going.
Dun,
For my front line is where it gets interesting.
dun, dun, dun.
I am gonna go for Bukayo Saka on the right. Sorry, I'm going for Martinelli on the left, Bad
My
Boy
man.
Nelly, and I'm going for Kai Havertz out
Yes.
Yeah.
front.
Big up,
I'm
guy.
Wow, bro. What a
Big up.
surprise.
I listen. That's such a surprising attacking lineup. But with this, my prediction for this game, I am gonna go with a 2-1 prediction. I said we need to get 2 goals. I do think we're gonna concede, which is not the best. But I'm really hoping we can get. I'm really hoping we can get like a no. I really hope they don't score against us. Plain and simple.
Bro, but
Get a
2-1 doesn't
clean
do
sheet.
anything for us. You want to go with only one goal
Yeah.
up to go to the Alliance?
It doesn't
But
do.
that's
Yeah,
that's
we
what I
get.
think. No, but that's what I think is gonna happen. I need to take these headphones out now because they're out of battery. That's what I think is gonna happen. What I want is a 3-0. What I want is for us to go with 2 or more goals and a clean sheet. So we're there with a 2-goal margin. That's what I want from the team. But what I think will happen is I think it will be a 2-1 to Arsenal. We're gonna win. Go ahead, Ash.
Yeah, because I don't want to cut you off. Then you will give me like a monologue. So sad. I just want to say this on the Bayern Munich thing. The only thing I would want to say is I don't want us to play conservative football in the attack. We can defend the way we defended against Brighton. That's fine. Make sure the moment we get the ball, I want to see players commit forward. Whatever lineup we're starting, even if we start Havertz, Trossard, whoever up top, I want to see players make runs in the box. When they have a goal kick, I want to see us press them. Basically, if you guys remember the game against Liverpool at the Emirates, I want the exact same game. This shouldn't be a carbon copy of the City game. This shouldn't be a carbon copy of the Brighton game because it's at home,
I'm
right?
with
So
you.
when
I'm
they
with you
have
on
the
this.
ball, we need to press the living hell out of them. And I'll just say this, yeah. Here's a dose of like positivity for Hooks and all the other guys there. I genuinely believe if we knock out Bayern Munich, I think we can win the Champions League. I'm not even joking when I say this because no matter who we face, Madrid or City, of course they're incredible. They're probably favorites against us. But I'm not sitting there thinking, man, I don't think we have a chance. I genuinely feel whoever we face, if we face City, guess what? They haven't beaten us in 3 times this season. If we face Real Madrid, obviously that'll be tougher for us. But I think given that their style is different, we might surprise them as much as they will surprise us. And obviously they're giants. But I genuinely think we can win the Champions League then.
Nah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Big up.
Lads, listen, big up for you guys, man. Sticking through, staying
Nah,
with me
thanks for
till the
having
end.
me.
I appreciate you guys. Listen, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're liking the video as well if you haven't already. I actually ain't prepared, to be honest, because I haven't even set up for you guys to go anywhere. I mean, I haven't set any for you guys to go anywhere. We're on 31 likes, so make sure to smash the like button if you haven't already. Make sure to get that done for me, people. Where are we gonna send you guys? Where are we gonna send you guys today?
Let's send them to the Alliance Arena now so they can go and destroy the place so that we don't have to go
Exactly.
there to play second leg. Let's
Hey,
just send them now. There, everybody
we
to the
might have to
Alliance
send
Arena.
you guys. You know what we're gonna send you? We're gonna send you guys to CMO Sports. Yeah, big up my guy Connor. Yeah, we're gonna send you guys over to. We're gonna send you guys
Big up,
over
Connor.
to Connor's channel. What I want you guys to do for me, please. Yeah, if you can do this one thing for me, just do this for me. Yeah, go in there and spam Erdegaard. Just go in there and spam Erdegaard. Yeah, that's all I need.
Say Odegaard is playing. That's what you need to say.
Hold
Odegaard
on,
is playing.
So this one, Erdegaard is playing.
Why does he not like Odegaard?
No, because before the Liverpool game where we beat them 3-1, he said I think we need to drop Odegaard to the bench.
Wow.
So we troll him for that every time now. So guys, in the comments right now, Odegaard is playing with explanation marks, everything, yeah, just the whole shebang. Go over there and just spam that in his chat, yeah, because just remember, before the Liverpool game, he said to drop Martin Odegaard, the skipper. He told us to drop him. Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
make sure you go and you spam that in his chat. Love for the love, people. Love for the panel.
No, guys.
Big up to you guys. Big up to Wolves FI and big up to Bargav for the super chats. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, my people.